Well, another flyweight fight week for you. How much different is life at flyweight?
It's so much different. I'm so relaxed. It's like a weird feeling. I'm not worried about a stupid weight cut. I'm just training, eating, feeling healthy, and excited. Normally I'm like pretty depressed come come this day because I know the big weight cut's coming up. But no, I'm feeling good.
Very good. All right, let's go back to your last fight. Hard fought, tough one, you know, split decision. I know it was a rough one for you. Give me your thoughts on that. I mean, when you think back, I mean, how did you feel about your own performance? How did you think about the result?
Yeah, split decisions suck. Any decision kind of sucks because it feels like it's just the opinion of three people. It's like you're not going in there and finishing them. So, yeah, it sucked. I did some good things that I'm happy with. Some things I definitely need to work on. I still feel like I edged the decision. But, you know, that last takedown that she got, I guess, just stuck in the judges' minds that she won. So it is what it is. You know, I'm working on finishing strong and not letting my opponent get the last, 10 or 20 seconds so that's not stuck in the judge's mind.
You're dealing with some losses right now, but I mean, you've been fighting absolute top-tier competition, right? I mean, the best. So, I mean, how do you balance that? I mean, I know everybody wants to win, right? But you're doing it against the elite level competition. So, how's that like balancing for you?
Yeah, obviously losing sucks. I'm not going out there to lose. I'm trying to win. But when I don't pick my fights, I take any fight. I've never turned down a fight the UFC has offered me. I'm not trying to, protect my record. I just love to fight. So I'm going to take a fight when they offer it to me. So yeah, it's easy to have a pretty record if you're trying to protect and pick and choose, which I don't. So we're all tough. We're the best in the world. It's hard to win. Like, it's hard for a reason. So, but yes, a few shitty losses, split decisions. They're so close. It's hard to deal with, obviously, but it is what it is. It's this sport.
I hate to focus on the negativity at all, but I mean, were you fearful for your job at all? I mean, obviously they can make a decision at any time.
Yeah, I feel like they can, and they can make that decision when you win. So when the job's never safe. I know I've got a lot of options. I just love to fight. I'm not trying to worry about, are they going to cut me? Are they going to keep me? Do they like me? Do they not? It's not in me to care about those things. I know, like, I bounce back regardless. So it's not really in the back of my mind like, oh shit, I better play it safe, because I don't even think I could play it safe if I tried to.
Right. Do you ever think, I mean, because you said you're like, I'll take any fight, I don't pick and choose. Do you ever think like, well, maybe I should pick and choose a little bit? Maybe there's another way to do this.
It's just, there is another way to do it, but it's just not in me. I love to fight, and it's the way I make money as well. Like, it's not just me that I'm looking after. I have two kids. I have two kids to feed. It's not as easy as half of these girls out there that can pick and choose and sit on the sidelines for 6 months. I don't have that. Even if I was like, oh no, I'm going to protect my record, I can't even afford to. So
yeah, no doubt. How tough is that? I mean, balancing two kids. I mean, I've got one kid, and I feel bad, leaving for fight weeks and being away. I mean, how tough is that? Because I know that to fighting, you got to be kind of selfish, right? I mean, it's kind of a selfish sport to be good at. So how difficult is that, being the mom of two and balancing being a full-time fighter as well?
It's been tough, but I couldn't imagine myself sitting behind a desk. I would go crazy. So I love what I do. It's tough, but it's what I need to do. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. But yeah, this camp was a lot less stressful. I stayed in Australia. I've got a good team behind me in Australia, so I didn't have to leave the kids. I didn't have to worry about, are my kids okay? I didn't have to miss them because they were right there the whole time. So definitely been a different feel for this camp. A lot less stressful. And it kind of brought the love back for it. Didn't have to cut weight, didn't have to leave my boys. I've been happy, I've been strong, and yeah, it's been a good camp.
Do you think that's the direction moving forward? Because I mean, I think for the longest time, people thought basically everybody outside the United States, whether it be Australians, Europeans, whatever, like you had to come to the US, you got to come to these camps. And now I feel like some people are having success kind of staying where they are and building around them. So what do you think? Do you think this is the direction for you moving forward, is maybe just staying in Australia?
Definitely. I feel like I've got a good team around me. I've got good training partners, I've got good coaches. I saw Robert Whittaker do it, and I'm like, if he can do it, he sets up a whole camp around him. It's very personalised. Like, I didn't just turn up and do a class that kind of didn't suit my fight. Everything was based around what I needed for this fight, and I think that's what I was kind of missing.
So do you feel like, you think you're going to see the results of that right away? I mean, do you feel like there's going to be a difference in you?
Definitely. You're going to see a different girl out there, that's for sure.
Nice. Talk about the matchup itself. When they came to you with the name Ashley Evans Smith, I mean, had you followed her? Did you know much about her? What did you think about the matchup?
I think it was a good matchup for me. She's predominantly a wrestler. She likes to strike. Lots of girls like to strike until I punch them in the face. That's one advantage of mine. But yeah, my first thing was like, oh, she's dropping down to 125. Another one trying to drop down to 125. This will be interesting, but a fight's a fight to me. They're all coming out there to punch me in the face, and I'm trying to do the same.
Huge card that you're on here. I mean, I know it's massive, top, up and down. I mean, is that cool? Do you take a look back and say, you know, pay-per-view, Brooklyn? You know, I mean, do those things mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a big event. It meant that my whole crew wanted to come out and like enjoy Brooklyn, and it's good to have them all out here. They're keeping me in a good like mind space. It's good to have them here. So yeah, it's a big event. It's a big opportunity. A lot of eyeballs. Even though I'm on Fight Pass, I still feel like there's a lot of eyeballs on me. My name's going to get out there, and they're going to enjoy my fight.
Yeah, stylistically, it does seem like it could be a pretty fun scrap. I mean, I guess every fight you get in ends up being a pretty fun
yes.
scrap, right? So I mean, is that what you ready yourself for? I mean, do you think, hey, I can go out there and I can dominate this in the first round, or do you go out there and think it's going to be 15 minutes, it's going to be back and forth, it's going to be a war?
I'm always looking to finish. Sometimes I'm looking to almost like force it. I've been working on keeping patient and not just trying to force the situation, and just trust in my power. I don't have to, you know, like really wind up these shots, because I hit hard when I don't even try. So it's definitely like you said, I always fight exciting. I can't help myself. So I do look to finish, but I know it could go to a decision. These girls are tough. Ashley is tough. She's going to be hard to finish, so it's going to be a good one.
Does it feel like a critical fight for you? I mean, does it feel like, and I guess every fight in the UFC is must win, like you said, nobody goes out there to lose, but is there something important in this one? I mean, do you feel like there's a lot riding on it?
I feel like all the time. It's no different, honestly. I'm looking at like going out to that thinking I don't want half of my pay. I want all of my pay, and I need this win. And I feel like I need a win every time I'm in there, regardless of I'm on a losing streak or a winning streak. I'm very competitive. I hate losing.
Very nice. Well, assuming the changes have all taken place and everything's going, what's the thing you think we'll see? What's the thing that we'll be able to identify and say, like, yeah, she definitely got better there?
My striking's definitely been cleaned up. We've been working on that a lot. Just cleaning it up with my little errors that I was doing. You know, head hunting too much, getting a little overzealous with that. So definitely more sharpened, I guess, striking arsenal.